Hey y'all, welcome back to the Local W. One random thing before we start. This is a Kennedy Carter jersey. I love Kennedy Carter. That's not here nor there. We're gonna have to have a serious conversation here, and I know this conversation might get me some hate from my corner of WNBA Twitter or WNBA YouTube, if there is such a thing. But it needs to be said. It needs to be vocalized upon. It's a conversation that needs to be had. This is your 2024 Rhyne Howard video. It is no secret that I live and die Atlanta. I love the Atlanta dream. You know, I love the Hawks. Like I'm a Atlantean to the death of me. You know what I mean? Like if you were to slice my arm, the blood would like spill out ATL, like how like at the end of Naruto, like when they both lost their arm, the blood made a little heart thing. Like it would be literally like that. Like I literally bleed Atlanta, but that's not here nor there. So this is not hate. I hope it's not interpreted as such. I'm sure it will be. There's nothing I can do about that. But this is the Rhyne Howard video, okay? I need her to awaken that Kobe. I need her to awaken that Enrique Agumawale. I need you to awaken that Diana Taurasi. I need you to awaken that Maya Moore. Like, we can go on for hours and hours. What is something that all these individuals have in common? They're killers. And I need that killer to come out. Rhyne Howard is notorious for being very passive and unselfish. That might be a better word. Unselfish. And unselfish is great. Like, that type of energy is what was able to elevate her teammates. You know, last year, Alicia Gray and Cheyenne Parker were all-stars because of Rhyne Howard. And she was so unselfish, she didn't make the all-star team originally. You know, Elena Deladon did her yearly, you know, hokey pokey, you know, you put your left foot in, right. She did her, oh, I'm here, but now I'm injured shuffle. And then Rhyne got in because she went nuclear offensively. Rhyne Howard has the capability to drop 50 every single night, but she doesn't because, like the true MVP she is, she wants everyone around her to be good. She wants to elevate the team. Unfortunately, there are games where we need you to flip that switch and we just need you to go into kill mode. And I don't think that's hating. Personally, I don't think that's hating. It needs to happen. And it needs to happen now. I think the team that is constructed is good enough to where it's like, hey, if y'all don't have it going, give me the ball and get out the way. There are times where, yes, she might be struggling from the three-point line, but we know she can get to the rim and do whatever she wants. We know her mid-range and step back is deadly. She's even got a few posties every now and again. She's got the little Dirk Katie fadeaway joint. Like, she's got options. But I feel like she just wants everyone else to get theirs as well and play within the flow of the game. Now, this part of the video is a little nasty because I hate having NBA conversations in a WNBA thing, but it's simply just for comparisons, and I can't speak to things I'm not aware. If it's not the dream, I can't speak to it. I'm sorry. I have to go to what I know. I'm so sorry for how nasty this is, but just bear with me. I'm trying to make a point here. I had the misfortune of covering Kevin Durant for about 4 years on Nets Republic, right? And I saw firsthand what a unguardable force is and what can happen when that individual taps in and it's over. We saw in the playoffs last year what happened when Atlanta went up against the Dallas Wings. When Ryan wanted to, she could drop 30 at will, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. And what everyone was saying is, golly, give her some help. Ryan, you have the help now. When all else fails, Tina Charles can make something out of nothing. Give her the grenades, she can figure something out. Alicia Gray, if she's open off of the double teams, that will be created off of your gravity if you're aggressive with the ball. That catch and shoot, it's over. Cheyenne Parker should be on the bench, but you get what I mean. That kind of stuff happens based off of your aggressive nature. And the team is constructed in a way to where, and I hate to use this comparison, but we're like the Dallas Wings almost. I mean, we're significantly more talented than them. But as far as the structure of the team goes, where there is a bona fide, unguardable star, but ours can do everything. Defense, offense, get you the blocks, get the assists, get the rebounds. Like, our star can do everything. No offense to Enrique, but our star can do everything. And I would rather live and die by Rhyne being aggressive offensively than be in the clutches of whatever Tanisha Wright has planned for us. Because that doesn't work. And we are beyond the point of, oh, get a new coach, get it. No, that's just not how the team is constructed. Coach Wright, I should not be on a first name basis with the coach, I'm sorry. It's extremely disrespectful. Coach Wright is really good with the defensive side of things, getting people in their spots and having the pep talks and the hard conversations and being a player's coach and all that fun stuff. That's just not the coach she is, where it's like, okay, Becky Hammond type beat. Here we go. The system is so aggressive. What you gonna do? We just finished getting clapped by the Suns at home. Look at what the Sun do. Look at what Connecticut does. It's a system. It was a competitive game because it's back and forth. But we're going off pure skill. They're going off of a system where it doesn't matter who's healthy. As long as they've got certain individuals that can run in this little system. I've said system way too much. In this offense, how you're going to lose is you're going to get caught sleeping on the backdoor cut. Simple basketball plays like that are going to mess you up. It's a war of attrition of who's going to blink first. You're talking about pure skill and you're talking about discipline. And discipline is most likely going to win out most of the time. Now, it might not win a championship, but that's where skill comes into play, where you have a legitimate system and you got the skill to go with it. But if you don't have a coach that can implement a specific offensive system that doesn't matter who's on the court, they all follow it, they'll be fine. That is when you have to rely on your talent. And your talent will create the system. Again, I hate bringing the men into this, but you remember how James Harden said he is a system? It's literally that. And I know we don't associate winning with James Harden, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? Look at LeBron, right? It doesn't really matter who the coach is, long as LeBron is in some form of a prime. Him being on the court is the system. Right? Rhyne needs to take that next step. And for me, this might be where the hate comes in. I'm so sorry, but for me, that is always what has held me back. Y'all know I am Jersey World Heavyweight Champion. I just got ironically, my Alyssa Thomas jersey. The timing is wild on that. Y'all know how I feel about jerseys. But aside from the fact of does it look cool or not, there's got to be a connection to the player, right? When I got the Tiffany Hayes jersey, it's because I saw the killer in her and I said, Agaga, I need that, right? When I saw the Kennedy Carter jersey, it's because I saw the killer in her and said, Agaga, I need this. I will stand you for the rest of my life, regardless what fan base is after you. That's what I see. When I'm contemplating which jersey I'm getting next, is it the Tina Charles one or I'm looking for killers. Tina Charles has the understanding of, okay, I got to figure out what I got to do. You saw towards the end, she was getting super aggressive in the paint because it's like, okay, y'all ain't going to do it. Give me the ball. I got it. And that's the mentality that we need from Rhyne Howard. And I don't mean this in a way of like she's messing up, a critique. No, that's not that at all. I'm saying these are the cards we're dealt. If we don't have a Jordan Canada out there, if Crystal Dangerfield is only going to get to play like 5 minutes, if the lights are just too bright for Haley Jones, and she's slipping into that Ari McDonald shuffle, Rhyne, you got to take over. You got to go Harden. You got to go Braun. You just got to take the ball and you just got to say, we're doing it my way. And I understand her frustration. It shouldn't have to be like this. This type of responsibility shouldn't fall on her shoulders. But let me tell you, an individual who might have had the same mentality in the same state that had to go under the same type of thing. Because at some point, getting the assist and getting everyone involved when no one's pulling their weight just doesn't work to a certain point. You got to hit the trade button. You got to hit the trade button. And again, look at Agumawale. Like, it's trash that it comes to that, but if that is the structure of the team from the front office down, you got to hit the button. Because yes, we're the 3rd seed. We might have dropped down to 4 after this loss. I don't know. But like that's cool. But to take that next step that we all know that she can go to, and we're kind of working on borrowed time here because we got a bunch of vets now. It's not the kids. It's not the cute little come-up story. This is win now time. That window is not as broad as you think it is. Flip the switch. Do it now. Because I promise you, no one is going to be mad if you shoot us out of the game. No one's going to care. I promise you no one's going to care. Even an individual like me, I'm going to say, well, what else is she supposed to do? Again, just parallels and such. I don't get mad when they don't make the playoffs or they get eliminated in the play-in or something like that, or don't get past the first round, especially recently, because it's like, what more could they have done? Just keep going, keep at it. Something will click eventually. Because if it's not the coach, which again, I'm not the biggest fan of Coach Wright, but I don't think this lays at the feet of her. I think she's doing what she's been hired to do, and she does it well. She's a defensive coach. Awesome. You keep doing the Thibodeau thing. Again, I'm so sorry for making these NBA comparisons. I'm sorry. But it's like, I get it, right? Cool with all the players, you know, the environment's cool. It's not toxic. I love that, right? If Jordan Canada is not out there to run the team and there are literal, like almost quarter-long stretches of no one can score the ball, Rhyne, you just got to demand the ball and go. And again, I promise you, no real fan of the team is going to be mad if you shoot us out of the game. It's not going to happen because you're Ryan Howard, but if that does happen where you have an off night and nothing's going down, no one's going to be mad at you. We're going to pat you on the back and say you can't win them all. Where the frustration comes in, and again, maybe other people say it quietly because nobody wants to come out and say it, but I'll come out and say it because I don't care. I'll speak the truth. I don't care who it's against. You gotta be more aggressive. We love you, we support you, but we need that killer. We need you to get angry again. Whatever it takes, that Ryan's gotta come back. Because we could have just won this game and gave Connecticut their first loss. I believe that was a very winnable game. We just need you to flip the switch. Because no one else on the team is going to do it. Not because they're not capable. Well, actually, yes, because they're not capable of it. But because you're the generational talent. You're the star. Hit the Enrique button, please. Pretty please. I'm going to get destroyed in the comments, and that's okay. But y'all all know I just said what needed to be said, and you can say whatever you want to boot me privately, but y'all know I just said what needed to be said. See y'all Thursday. I believe we play the Liberty. All right, I'm going to need you to turn it on. This is a rough stretch of games.